Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, Star Wars Rebels, Sabine there. And we're going to open that figure up and take a closer look at it. I know this figure's been out for a little bit, but this is the first one that I've ever had in this. I also picked up Ezra, and I'm kind of glad to have these ones in my collection. There's rumors that Season 2 of The Mandalorian, we may see Sabine show up, especially with Moff Gideon out there wielding the Darksaber. We all know where the Darksaber comes in, so we're kind of hoping to see this character in full live action. That would be really cool. So she was a Mandalorian, recruited. She worked on the Ghost Ship. She worked with Ezra and Kanan Jarrus and Zeb and the whole crew there. So this is going to be an awesome addition to the collection. Let's open it up and take a closer look. Okay, so now that we got Sabine out of the package, we'll talk about the helmet. The helmet has that beautiful purple look to it, and it's got that nice detailing on there. Look at that right above the eyes. It's got that nice paint in there. It's got gives it some really good character. And this piece is movable, which is actually a plus. You got a couple of different accessories here. And then you got, of course, the double pistols that will go in her side holsters. So she's a gunslinger, obviously, right? Mandalorian, ready to be a warrior. So let's take a closer look at the figure. That's a really nice head sculpt, if you don't mind me saying. I think it does look really good. The only thing I see on this, and this is from a toy making perspective, is that you can see the seam pretty much going all the way over the top of the head. Now, I'm pretty sure that probably not all of them have that, but mine happens to have that, and that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. You know what? With the helmet on, you're hardly going to notice it. So that is a really good face sculpt. I like the body. It's a little bit smaller than the regular bodies, but because she's a human female character, it's pretty good. So these shoulder pads kind of go over the body, and she does have some pretty good range of motion, and they're a little bit flexible. So you get a good range of motion on those arms, and I did not feel like these were going to pop off at all, which is super nice. Now, each one is decorated separately. This one's got the checkerboarded look, and this one right here has the logo on the side. So she's got that nice graffiti artist type look on the front and on the gloves, which is really nice. You know, it's right along with the character and also with the boots and the knee pads. So she's not super armored up like you would expect if you saw like the Mandalorian or even Boba Fett. She does have a chest piece, but it's not fully protective. She just has like these little shoulder pieces up here. Her upper arms are exposed, and then she's got like gloves, but no like gauntlets basically. She doesn't have anything on her abdomen, upper legs. She does have the knee pads and boots. And then she's got these tiny little shin guards way down here, which really are more for protecting the ankle, which are kind of nice because they're also rubber, so they don't prohibit that movement. So you do have a double jointed knee, which gives lots of range of motion. And then you got the arm, which gives a little bit more than 90 degrees on the elbow. And of course, you got the wrist movement. The head looks up, looks down, looks left and right, and doesn't have too much of a head tilt, if any. But if you kind of, well, I guess it doesn't really have any unless you sort of force it out of the way. So I had read somewhere that putting the helmet on this figure was a little bit harder than the other one, so let's just stick that helmet on. And yes, it's very tight going on, but it's not going to fall off if you're like posing this figure upside down or doing some sort of photography or something. So this is what that head looks like with the helmet. I think it looks really good. If you take a look at the figure sitting there on the shelf with the helmet, I think looks really fantastic. So I'm really glad to have this in my collection. There's Sabine up next to the Mandalorian, the carbonized version. Hopefully We got Moff Gideon in the background. Maybe the two of them will show up in season 2 of The Mandalorian, and we'll figure out who ends up with the Darksaber in the end. Okay, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hope you liked that video. Just a real short overlook of Sabine Wren from Star Wars Rebels. Black Series figure. This is the new one. Have a great day, everybody.